Who's ready for some boom, baby? Boom! Rise and shine. Your morning marijuana motivation time. Your host with the mostest, Marky, saying every morning I get up and I'm blessed to be alive, and so are you. That's right. We're gonna watch the sunrise and talk about our lives and how hard it is to get us to expand our horizons and get us to do things that scare us and get up early enough to see the sunrise and late nights, early mornings, and Labor Day weekends, and friendships and sunrises. I saw that thing creep up this morning and I was just like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so bright. Look how fast it rises. And that's what we're going to do this morning, even with the clouds covering it. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? So, yeah, morning. Morning, everybody. It's your morning motivation. Your boy Marky says you can see it's going behind the clouds, and we're gonna blow some clouds. Let's go. Feels like part of this is still pretty oily. Now we can do this show this morning. So, turns out, all right, there we go. Let's leave a little bit of darkness in the shine, right? Turns out that no matter where you go, no matter what you do, there's always still a little bit of darkness. Even after you rise, it ain't gonna be perfect. And as the cloud goes over the whole valley, even though the sun just rose this morning, it dawned on me, man. You gotta take the red pill. It was explaining the difference between red pill and blue pill philosophy. I don't have my thing on me, but you know, not for nothing, we as people, we have so much fear around us. Some natural, some predictable, and some of it justified. But then we'll get in our minds and we'll mind fuck ourselves. I was talking with my friend, my good friend Jenny. We went to this party. It was like, not for nothing. We could have sat where we were and still experienced the same thing. You can always still just sit where you are and stay there and never go anywhere and never do anything that challenges you and never push yourself to the limit and never make yourself go and flip the script. You just keep following the same routine, and that's what we do. We build our castles and we're wondering why the walls are so tall. We make these moats, and like my friend said, her fucking moat has, Jenny face was all like, bite has like fucking, there you go, sharks was fucking, you know lasers and fears and boundaries and all these things where it's like, you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Even if you ask somebody, please don't cross my boundaries, you don't know what boundary they're gonna cross. Each person's gonna come up to you and present you a whole slew of events. Like my ex used to say, maybe these are my karmic patterns, and you're just like, cosmic, karmic, spastic, matters not. You still have to fucking push your horizons. You're still gonna have to go into uncomfortable zones. And that's what they were talking about, the red pill, blue pill this morning when I was reading it. It was like this choice to stay in a convenient truth. It could be the truth. We try to be comfortable. We don't want the real truth. We don't want to be uncomfortable. We want everything to be smooth. Wake me up before you go. That's not Monday motivation. I don't know. So it's Monday. It's Labor Day. Most people are taking the day off. I'm already up after it watching the sunrise over the valley. That's right, that's right. You can see the sun coming out of the clouds down there, but the sun behind the clouds here. And isn't that life? It's your life behind the clouds. It's the way you motivate yourself in the moments. There's going to be a moment like this morning where I was like, I could do the morning motivation. I was like, yeah, let me catch it when the sun's rising. And then it started to rise. I'm like, if I don't rise, it's going to rise without me. It's going to keep lapping me. And then I'm gonna wake up 20 years later with my friend Jenny, and I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna be just like, wow, my how the mighty have fallen, how time has passed, and how different things are. You know, now that we're 20 years older, she's still got a lead foot. She's still driving around smoking her cigarettes, and she's still Jenny face. But now we're older, and I'm looking at the situation in shock. I was just like, wow. Finally, here comes some of that sunshine. She chose her path. That's why we're talking about this morning. We were sitting there. Well, you got what you wanted. You switched up for Josh. You got rid of John. You got yourself a John, not a Josh. You had yourself some kids. Thought about not having some kids. Had another kid. I got the house. Had the husband. You got exactly what you wanted, and that's what I go in. This morning motivation is like you're getting what you want. You just don't know the cost of it. And it's just like that. It's like shopping without doing research. You know what I mean? You just keep going and yeah, just purchase it. Sure, I'm down. You know? Go ahead, be down. But there's a cost. There's a credit card bill later. You know? There's some bullshit. You know? There's some shit, dude. And that's what I wanted to catch up with. My sedentary behavior. My behavior that I don't want to push my horizons. I want to stay safe. I'd rather pick the known than the unknown. I'd rather pick the familiar than the unfamiliar. I'd rather pick the safe than the risk. And over here, we risk it for the biscuit. There's a lot to be said for people that can get up early and don't sleep their life away. As I said, I don't want to keep the same day going. You know, Judy, you can stay at home watching your Netflix, 100-inch screen TV, all alone. The boys are with their dad. You got this big ass house, but you're bored. You already did all your workouts. You already cleaned the fuck out of the house. Are you going to do the same shit you did last Sunday? Or are you going to wake up early on a Monday with stories to tell from last Sunday? Like the sex pool party we went to last night and watch people finger bang each other in the pool and fucking and get their freak on because that's what people do. They want to break the monotony. Now, are they willing to risk it? Maybe some sexual behavior, maybe some unprotected sex, maybe doing something wild like getting spanked. You'll do anything not to be bored, except for like educate yourself, or motivate yourself, or get yourself to fucking shake a leg and get out from behind the clouds and shine. Not an easy thing to do. Not even a little bit. See, the sun's still trying to come out. It's still trying to come out from behind the clouds. And that's what you got to ask yourself. Do you want to come out from behind the clouds? Do you want to come out from behind your shade and your shadow and your fucking and your shadiness, you know? And face it. You're gonna have to find a way to shine. You're gonna have to wait to get up early, get after it, and say, I don't want to sleep my way through it. For sure, I could have went to bed. For real, dude. I was like, oh shit, I'm already in bed. Let me call my friend Jenny, see if she wants to go to this party. And if she goes, let's go. She's like, I'm gonna stay in. I got my boys. I gotta work tomorrow. I was like, all these excuses. And then reached to GH, and it was like, there's a dragonfly. And then it was like, hell yeah. No more excuses. No more reasons for things can't be. No more seasons that you can't change, you know? You're gonna reach inside yourself and go, today's a beautiful day to go walk my dog in the park. Today is another beautiful day to get outside and have this sun on my skin. You know, I might be rising up early, but I'm staying up late. I'm confusing my schedule, you know? Wednesday we did an event, Friday I did an event, Saturday I did an event, and then of course there was this Sunday, and I'm already Monday. I'm starting the day off early. I'm like, let's go. Switch it up, man. I could sleep when I'm dead. But for sure I'm not 15 anymore. That's what I was telling Jitty, you know? When you could just sleep in and you got days to sleep in. Now it's like I lost a day. I'll never get it back. Sure, I can go to sleep in my bed, but for sure I don't know what kind of night I would have had. And that's where I live in. I live in this world where I want to have these nights. Arabian Nights is Arabian days. Arabian can't stop. It's hotter than hot in a lot of good ways. You know, you gotta get hotter than hot in a lot of good ways, bro. You gotta get some heat under your collar. They said if you don't want if you don't want the heat, get your ass out of the kitchen. I'm telling people get their ass in the kitchen, and not just women. Get adventurous. Roll your sleeves up. You want to go on an adventure? Well, what's for sure? What's an adventure? I'm not sure, but it's not on your couch. Okay? Okay, bitch. It's not on your couch. It's underneath all your fear. I kept telling her, dust off your fucking passport. I have a passport. Well, where have you done anything with it? No. I want a barnuminium. I said, what the fuck's a barnuminium? It's a barn converted into like a condominium. This is like a big condo and sell miniature cows. And I was just like, that's a dream. I'm with it. Some crazy shit. But at least it's better than what you've been doing with the consistent. And like, I love consistency, but I hate patterns. You know what I mean? I love the discipline, but you still have to get the challenge. And that's how I live my life. Started doing something different every day. Can't repeat the same. Gotta get up there and get your exercise. Look how beautiful it is out there. Beautiful. Temperature is nice, 70 degrees. Got my shirt off. I'm all relaxed. I've done everything that I could. I didn't leave anything to it. I delivered all my weed swag bags. I went to all the parties. I supported. I brought the heat press. We're going to start pressing some shirts. We got the reliable models. And just keep pushing, bro. Just keep pushing. And that's it. In my life, I just kept pushing it. Add another design. Go to a different country. Try different workouts. You know, I'm telling my friend, you still go outside. She's like, oh, I can't do this thing and that thing. And I was just like, would you go for walks? You can go for hikes. Like, what are your hobbies? Just working out. It's like, no, that's sanctuary, homie. You need a hobby, you know, that doesn't include being in the house. I said, why aren't you kayaking? Why aren't you paddleboarding? I could see you as one of those people, and that's just what it is. It's just so beautiful out here right now, bro. The whole valley's just getting lit up by the sunrise. And yeah, what are you gonna light up your sunrise? When are you gonna rise yourself up to all the occasions and say, okay, I can always sleep later? You know, I can sleep when I'm dead. You know, but you know, England wasn't waiting around for me. It's getting older than me, and I gotta go and see it. And she has to go dust off her passport and leave the country. I said, what are you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna go to this camping trip. I said, that's still staying in the States. Stop. Stop. You gotta get out. Broaden your horizons. Boldly go. See your patterns get interrupted and then watch you actually live. And people say, I want to be alive. Well, if you want to be alive, you gotta rise. And then you gotta risk. Let's do a rise, risk, and rise, risk, and real. Let's do that. You know, rise, risk, and rip. Yeah. You know, you're gonna have to get into it, bruh. Get into it, yeah. Oh, this program's getting up early. Should get into it, yeah. But that's it. I want to get into it, yeah. I want to get into this body and like, yeah, feel these workouts, yeah. Get those pull-ups, yeah. Get those pythons pumping, yeah. You know, get the sun on my skin, yeah. You know, get that water in my in my body, yeah. You know, get these thoughts exercising, yeah. I already feel better from the exercise. I was feeling so horrible inside what happened with my friend, and then it was like, my friend's like, is it really your friend? How'd you meet this person? Not in real life. When you met through another friend, and they've been a friend, more of a leaf person. They're around for this season, the season you needed them, and then they left. And there's some people that are going to branch out, and then there's some people that are going to root. And I'm just grateful that I have friends that have taken root. You know, they've made it past my dark side. They've made it past my excuses. And they see me and help me throughout all these years. It's dope to have friends and see them grow up and that they've been long term, and then you lose these other friends, and you're just like, oh man, I'm devastated. And I was like, wait a minute, I've got some friends that real friends like this one, like Jenny Face, like Dominic, like fucking who else has been around for a fucking long ass time and just made it through all the bullshit. And that's what you want to do. You want to push your horizon so you can make it past your bullshit because you're the one that's keeping you. You're the one keeping your patterns. You're the one telling yourself what to eat. You're the one telling yourself what to think. And I found it so difficult, to say, hey man, snap the fuck out of it, bro. It's Monday. Get up, get off the bed. You can sleep when you're dead. And you're not dead yet. So if you're alive, that means you can make phone calls. That means you can make emails. That means you can exercise. You get to do these things. You get to rise whenever time you want. You don't have to. I had to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. Was it 5 or 6 a.m.? Must have been 5 for the prison. And then you can go right back to bed, but they make you get up, fold your bed, and look alive, and bow and be on your knees. And so when they come around, you got to be up and folded. And it's upsetting. The light's been on all night. You're not in control of your own time. And now here I am watching the sunrise again this week after being out every night. Just bam. Let's do something different. I know for facts what's gonna happen if I stay here. I can die on the couch later, but if I get off the couch and I get past being sick and I fucking push it to the limit, then I get to beat my hero. I get to meet Mark Echo. I get to shake hands with the man that gave me the book. And the book's in there, by the way. It's signed. I found it. And I knew where it was, but I busted it out. And I need to fucking finish it again. You touch these things. You touch your dreams, and they're there waiting for you to just get up and go after it. It's like it's still there, like gold, right? It's still there. You just gotta dig for it. And a lot of people don't want to dig. They don't want to pay a price for the prize. And when Richard Badgen told me that in '99, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. So what you're just saying is I want to get it no matter what. I just gotta earn it. I gotta do the work for it. Like Jenny Face, some guy's like, oh, some young guy, she's dating a 30-year-old writer, or some dude wants to be in her pants, and she's like, you've never seen the movie, what was it? It wasn't The Labyrinth. Oh, The Never Ending Story. And, Dark Crystal, you name it, these 80s pop fucking, when we were growing up, it was everything because it was our only thing. But if you never experienced it, it's near nothing. And this person never experienced it. She's like, well, let's make it a movie night. And he's like, I haven't earned that. He said earned it because it's like he set rewards for himself. It's so sophisticated. These young kids are so woke. But, I haven't earned that. Well, I guess he went to Utah and earned that. Like we got so many excuses. We find a way to be like, I haven't earned those calories today, and then it'll be nighttime, and you're like, but I want this chocolate, right? Give me my ice cream, move out of the way, and we stay so sophisticated, right? We rise and then our shine, and everything's so optimistic. And we can go through the day, and I'm like, oh shit, I got blocked. Oh shit, I lost a friend. Oh shit went wrong, and you go at it again, right, into this world, into this life, because it's going to rise without you. It's going to rise without you. I come back to this house, and not only is it the same motherfucking helicopters going overhead, right? They're going over this way. I can't see them, but I can hear them, right? Not only is it that energy, but everything's the same, bruh. I went and got to my grandma's house and picked up my shit. There's some old winter shit. It can still stay in its fucking luggage. She's like, you left luggage here, Marky. Okay, Grandma, thank you. I'll come get it later. I probably forgot. Oh, I'm like, I don't even know what's in this bag. I've changed so much that I don't even know. I packed it. It's sealed, but I have no clue what's in it because I've changed. The shit is still the same. It was still packed. It was still there. It's still going to be a blanket. It's still going to be a hoodie. There's still going to be some underwear. And that was it. And I was just like, wow. This is a whole life ago, and it's so important to you in the now, and then all of a sudden these things fade and you change, and it's like you can always change subtly, right? Like you can start losing weight, right? You can start learning a language, you can teach yourself different techniques of education, like you can change in any direction you want. I think there's something that says like 14 minutes a day and you can master a new technique, something to that effect, right? So Nobody wants to really learn fucking how to play piano. They just say they want it, and there's the price for the prize. The I want to play piano, and then the I want to actually put effort into playing piano, right? I have to work out, or I get to work out. My arms still move, just like Robert Greene. He was like, I had a stroke. I can't go swimming anymore. It was taken from him. And of all the things that give you clarity, there are very few things that give you free fun in that kind of expense, without expense. And I was telling that to my friend Jenny last night. I said, yeah, but that's why you need a hobby, bro. You know? That's why we need hobbies. Because it's like, it's enough to get the, you're like, well, how's the new meme going? You know, it's like, mentally, I'm not doing I'm not doing so well. Physically and financially, I'm also not doing so well, right? You know, it's super fun like that. But you can exercise the demons, and you can keep pushing through. I appreciate good push through and toughen up and the go. The point is to face it. If it scares you, that's when you're testing your bravery. If it doesn't scare you, it becomes repetitive and it has no novelty and it doesn't excite us. But going somewhere, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what it's like. I just fucking went to the event. I don't know anybody there, but I'm about to meet some people. And there goes the dragonfly again. And that's what ends up happening in a fear. Turns into curiosity. It gets turned into an experiment. It gets turned into a challenge. And once you take the Pepsi challenge, right? Once you've taken the I'm gonna fucking give it a fuck, you know, and get up and see what will happen. That's all this was a big experiment. What would happen if I actually do my best? What would happen if I actually get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and do wind sprints up and down the the fields in Boulder City, which is just on the other side of that ridge, um, just so I can make the football team, you know? And next thing I know, I start hitting that alarm clock. Bam, 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 bam. Up early. It's nice out. And I'm just running sprints, doing whatever I can to get fast. Next thing I know, I became one of the 6 fastest on the team with the 6 most tackles, that kind of thing. Right. You know, and I'm not surprised, bitch. You know, I'm not surprised, bitches. You know, like Nick Diaz, I'm not surprised because I put in this work. You know, I've been battling with the top 10 guys, like he says. You know, I've been battling with ideas that don't have money and try to make them come to fruition. I have been battling with websites that I wanted to get up, and now I got Site in an Hour that's launching all the websites. I've been battling every idea that people didn't believe in, and my friend just blocked me and said, "You don't complete anything that you say you're going to do," and it was just like, "Fuck you." You know, you almost should have just called me lazy. It's like, hey, just because I threw the Summer Weed Festival and spent 10 grand that I didn't have as an epic fail doesn't mean I did not try. Doesn't mean I did not fucking give it a good old college swing. And that's some bullshit. That you believe in people or listen to their words or try to believe their philosophy if things don't go well. Don't let that be the mile marker for you. Be the mile marker that you at least tried something. Because there's going to be motherfuckers that are going to laugh at you. Oh, yeah. There's going to be motherfuckers that are going to make fun of your situation. They're going to be like, well, you weren't successful, but I tried. Right? And it's always that. It's always like they're waiting for the praise. You got out of the grave, but it's just like, I was just trying the whole time. You can sit in the grave and not try at all. You will die in that grave. You will fail. But if you at least swing and keep trying different things, figuring out a way to chop this tree back butt, and then keep chopping until it fucking gets done, that's what it's about. It's about being pursuing it so hard that it has to form around your manifestation. You built it that way. It's like designing it. You know what I mean? It's like, why is the temple white at the Taj Mahal? Well, they designed it that way. You know, and even if they take the limestone off the pyramids, they're still there. You know, they're not in the best shape. They're still there. And it's like, would you build any other societies? You go around maybe some Mexican societies. There's some walls in China, but that's still there because the effort was put in, and it can't be denied. Someone had to put that much effort to make it go away, like Carthage. You know, you'd have to get a Roman style effort to chisel it out of history and move it brick by brick. Most people aren't moving any bricks. Just let the bricks go built around them. And that's what it's like, you're getting lazy, you're getting sedentary, you're getting in your ways. You know, you got a passport, but you're not using it. You got muscles, but you're not growing them. You got life and breath in your lungs, but you're not experimenting, right? You're not seeing, tasting, smelling, feeling, and what's the other one? Sensation? Hearing new things, right? What did he say? Sure, you read about the Sistine Chapel, but you can't tell me what it smells like? Sure, you know about the Mona Lisa, but have you taken the picture next to it? I was next to the screen. Yeah, everybody went up to the picture instead of the screen, but after the line went away, I could really look up to the thing and see these deep smears and some of the shadows from the oil help make that painting real. So you can stand there and just stay in shock, or you can paint it and get out of shock. And that's what I did. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking paint my picture. You know, maybe nobody else wants to see it, but I do. You know, I want to see my version of the Mona Lisa. I want to see my version of my life instead of reading about other people traveling the world or speaking different languages or accomplishing things. What are the things I needed to accomplish? And that's what it was, bro. It was simple put. Like, that's the rise in it. Swear for God. I was just like, you know, not for nothing, especially with the sun rising this morning, hiding behind the clouds, is a perfect day. Nice day to get out, get some exercise like I did yesterday, walk around, do the fucking curls, do some pull-ups, get that energy going, get that shine going, and challenge myself to do something different. Not just sit on this fucking patio and try to do a morning motivation every morning. All of a sudden I went around the world. I changed this whole background to an ocean, you know? I made multiple locations happen, and with no money. And you guys see me do it. I was just like, I'm just going. And soon enough, you're on the path, and you start walking the path and developing it yourself instead of it walking for you, where you're like, oh, I know what path I'm going. Take a different route to work, man. Fuck that path, bro. Go to a different grocery store. Talk to a different girl. You don't have to go to the same bar. You don't even have to stay in the same state. Shit, hell, you don't even stay in the same country. We're kind of stuck on the same planet, but that might change too. Interplanetary species. Right now we're on this planet. We're about to go to a different planet. For those living on this planet, why aren't we living it to the fullest? I don't ever get it, you know? And you'll be like, money. And I'd be like, strike one. That's your strike one. You already said to yourself reasons why it can't happen instead of why I want it to happen. If it's a big enough W, you'll fucking make it happen. And that's it. It's make it happen, Captain Time. It's time to rise and shine. It's time to fucking go see what's on the other side. It's time to fucking get past all the things that's been holding us back and just be like, okay, I'm ready. You know, that's how I feel. I was just like, okay, what's the next challenge? And when I was telling that to Jenny last night, I said, by the end of the never, girl, by the end of the never. Because all of a sudden, as soon as I was like, I've never done that, I'm like, oh shit, I already know. I already know that means I gotta do it. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You need to just do it, Nike. You need to fucking get up off your ass and say, oh, that only task that only takes 5 minutes, go get her done. Right? That long term view, yeah, go get one. Go get a hobby. Get into something that's going to break up your monotony and challenge you to the forefront. And that's what I did. I challenged my body, you know, I challenged my mind, and then I challenged my soul. And that's what I've been doing this whole week is, okay, my soul needed to exercise. I needed to exercise some demons. I needed to let some things go and realize that my mistake was made for a reason. And even though I got caught or I lost my temper or I fought, you know, it all happened for a reason. And it's another way for me to learn another lesson. And we're not taking no losses. We're taking lessons. Don't lose your temper. Boldly go. And don't forget, this is your life, and it's going every day at a time. So why not push it to the limits and get the most out of yourself and be proud of your body, be proud of your mind, be proud of your soul, and say, hey, through it all, I still rose. That's a morning motivation. If you got anything out of this, do like, share, and subscribe below. But as always, peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. It's the other side, dude. The other side of your fears, the other side of your excuses. I got you, Jenny Face, last night. I got to H's a reason why to do it, and she was like, "I'm doing my hair," and I was like, "Hell yeah!" So I'm glad you came out last night. I'm glad we broke up the monotony. Stayed up a little bit later, but hey, it could have been for a Game of Thrones or whatever thing, dragon thing she was watching, something like that. Dragon was like, "Man, you can does it get pause? Is it?" Is it? Yep. There comes that shine. Yep. Is it got pause and you can watch it some other time? Is it paid programming? That's right. So you can pause that and start playing your life. That's what I told her, and that's what we did, and that's why I'm shining this morning. Peace and love. See you on the other side. Keep shining. What a blessing. Oh my God, I'm gonna go live this blessed day. I just want to jump into it. I'm gonna be outside and exercise and feel my skin and dance away and just shine, and just shine, and just shine. Go live that life, dude. And just shine.